So let's talk about Zion. You know, he could go back, doesn't have an agent. He could go back to Duke. Cuttino Mobley could go back to Duke.
No way.
All right. He could play with Pop for the national team for a year.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You would go.
I would work on my jump shot in the pros with a whole bunch of money in my bank account. I'm not worried about going back to Duke. For what? When he tore when he ripped out of that shoe, what did everybody say?
Don't play.
Don't play. So I'm not going to take the chance again. I'm going to sign this contract. I can get my degree, like Joy's fiance, getting his degree right now, right? I'm going to get my degree. I'm going to work on business. I'm going to do all the other stuff, but with money in my bank account. I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to jeopardize
that's actually a very interesting, Cuttino. A vice president of an NBA told me a month ago. Mm-hmm. He said, what I worry about is this kid's ligaments.
Right.
He goes, his torque is too violent for his body.
Yes.
Your takeaway is, listen, man, this kid, we know he can play. Do not risk ripping it up playing basketball, non-NBA basketball.
It's so many opportunities out there for especially young entrepreneurs. Uber, Lyft, Dropbox, this, that, all these different new technology companies, real estate. It's so many. I just found out the other day that you can invest in a song. Did you know that? You can literally invest in a song, stocks in a song, and make money from one song. Pick a song, whether it's Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift, whoever it is, Drake.
Yeah.
Pick one of their songs and invest in that song. You can make money from that. It's so many different opportunities. So when I go to the pros, that's what I'm going to do if I was him. I'm investing in different things in life. Like, why would I jeopardize myself to go back to college and do for what? I don't understand.
No, I get that. So I got to talk about something. This could be very uncomfortable for you. So I just found out something from Cuttino Mobley is that he said you recently put something on social media and Kevin Durant reacted very quickly. And
Super quick.
He texted you.
Yeah, he hit me on DM.
So you put it out what time?
I put it out at 8:03. At 8:04, a response by Kevin, who I love, and I'm letting Kevin know this. I love you so much. I think you're the best player in the league, all time. He is actually the best offensive player ever.
Okay, we both love him.
Yeah.
I think right now he's the best player in the league.
We know that,
but he is very reactionary,
super sensitive when it came to what I said. All I said was I think Golden State was more dangerous without him, right? And teams because nobody knows Golden State. 3 years ago, maybe, Kevin Durant wasn't there. So you got to key in on how Golden State runs their offense. He gets hurt the fourth game against Houston Rockets. The scouting is different now. So now Stephen Curry, which you saw, right? Stephen Curry, which
his
you
game
saw.
goes up.
Right.
Clay's game goes up.
Draymond Green, Iguodala, all those guys. The Hampton Five, they're not playing no games. They're a really good team.
Yeah, no, there's no question. I mean, it is funny. The other thing I found out that was shocking is that I said, how does Kevin Durant have your number? And you said he's a peer. We all have each other's number. And I don't have the number of any of my peers. I think I have Scott Van Pelt's number. That's it, of 400 peers. So I'm fascinated that you have the number of every NBA player.
No, not everybody. But if you ask for a guy's phone number, then they'll give it to you. Because I'm not here to and whatever it is, whether it's LeBron, whether it's Steven Jackson, Jimmy Jackson, Russell Westbrook, if I ask for a certain person's number, we'll get their number and we'll talk about just life, investments, this, that, whatever. And like for Kevin, like I just want him to know on air, like I love you. Like it's not no disrespect. Everybody knows you're the best. I'm just saying what the team will be like if you weren't there.
Yeah, I mean, they're an 8-point favorite tonight without Boogie Cousins and KD.
I mean,
they were 12-0 when Steve Kerr left. 12-0 against playoff teams. They're 13-3 when Steph doesn't play in the playoffs, 4-0 when KD doesn't.
I just think it's very disrespectful how they view Stephen Curry as being so impactful and so important for that team.
So, like, if Steph was out, Charles Barkley would never say, with KD, Draymond, and Clay, you would never think of saying they can't beat anybody. KD gets hurt, and Barkley watches basketball. Charles like, they can't beat anybody. And I'm like, they can't beat Denver?
Barkley was saying the same thing 4 or 5 years ago when they were a jump shooting team. Oh, you can't win with jump shots? Well, guess what? You were wrong.
That's the league.
That's what the league is.
It's a jump shooting league. Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, put some context in.
Okay, I want you to address the Kawhi comparison. Okay, and I said this yesterday about Zion. I did this thing the other day, and it got a lot of pushback. And I said, you give me Zion, and you give me the 12 best players in the league, and there's only a handful of guys, because I get 15 years of Zion. Mm-hmm. And I said I would take Steph over Zion, Harden over Zion, Giannis over Zion, KD, but I wouldn't take Kawhi, and here's my theory. He has no magnetism. The 5 most important players in 40 years in the NBA, most important, not best, are MJ, Magic,
I saw this.
Shaq, Steph, who's the other one? And LeBron,
yeah.
They all have magnetism.
Right.
Zion has it. People will want to follow him, be with him, play with him.
And he works hard. He's extremely gifted, and he's a hard worker. He has a dog in him.
But there's an it to him. Right. Kawhi's just great.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk, doesn't pass, doesn't communicate. People went nuts when I said I wouldn't
Wait, what was the second one? He doesn't what?
He doesn't communicate.
No, he doesn't pass.
He's not a big passer.
Right.
I don't think he's got this Pied Piper quality to him.
Right.
I just think he's great.
Right.
What do you make of Kawhi's game?
No, I was just saying the same thing, and I was watching the game last night and kind of evaluating the whole thing and how Milwaukee Bucks schemed on how they played Kawhi last night. And it's kind of like the same thing of what Toronto did with Giannis. They walled him. But Giannis got that same kind of defense against Boston. So he made an adjustment after the first game. Start passing more. His guys got more rhythm, knocking down shots. 4-1 history, right? I think Kawhi makes it hard. First of all, he's not a volume shooter guy. He shouldn't be that guy.
Yeah.
He's, to me, you need to be shooting 17 to 20 times a game. That's it. No more than that. Because you're not a pure shooter. You're a really good scorer, but you're not a pure shooter. So to be shooting the ball that many times, you're taking away from everybody else that can elevate their game as well. I think the way they were playing at tempo last night, they're a team in the playoffs that can switch the tempo up. Marc Gasol's a great post-up guy, that mid-post. You know, Kawhi Leonard can do a lot of different things. Kyle Lowry showed up last night. Wrong timing. Siakam, it took away from him. Green only had about 6 shots. I just think trying to force feed Kawhi like that, that's not his game. That's not who he is. Because he can't create for others.
That's my thing. And
3 assists his whole career. That's the most he's ever had, 3 assists.
Average. That's what, and it's not like I know Kawhi's great, but there are people that I think have sort of a Pied Piper, an ability, a magnetism.
Right.
Steph had it. Mm-hmm. Michael had it.
Yes.
LeBron's got it.
Yes.
Shaq had it. Guys wanted to play with him. I mean, D Wade's like, get Shaq over here.
All those guys you named, everybody wanted to be like. Nobody wants to be like Kawhi.
No, it's true.
I mean,
it's true.
Like
well, I mean, it's a personality thing too. I mean, if it was,
but I think personality
matters.
With
Kawhi's, if it was Giannis's personality with Kawhi's style of play,
but Kawhi to me is like Scottie Pippen.
Quiet guy.
Kawhi to me is like Scottie Pippen to me. One is a mentor. When I came in my rookie year, he's the reason why I started my first year. He's like Scottie Pippen when it comes to his talent because Scottie Pippen to me is the best two-way player ever. Okay. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But Scottie was a point forward. He was so important for his team. Kawhi is important, but he just don't make everybody else better. I think he needs to learn how to pass the ball out more and to make his game a lot easier. And then his teams, it will show more of his development of his greatness.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the 5 most impactful NBA players in the last 40 years all had big personalities.
Right.
Like Kevin Durant may be sensitive, but he's got a big personality.
Yes.
And I think players would follow KD.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.